The Pope, and these are direct quotes from the pastor at the church. This isn't wishy-washy. Protestant equals prostitute. The Pope is the...
So he's explaining, Myron here is explaining how this World Mission Society Church controls the minds of people by saying everybody else is Satan.
The Antichrist. All other people outside of the church of God are influenced by Satan.
Okay, now I'm going to beg and appeal to Christians listening. You know, the true Christians, the Christians who don't belong to these cults. You know, the real church. What does this remind you of? What he's talking about is that every other church besides the true church is under the power of Satan. It's straight out of 1 John 5, verse 18 to 20. We know that anyone born of God does not sin, but he who is born of God keeps him, and the evil one does not touch him. We know we are of God, and everyone else isn't. We know we are of God, and the whole world is in the power of the evil one. This is what Mike Winger believes. I guarantee it. He believes 1 John 5:18. And guess what? So does the World Mission Society Church. It's just a different church. It's just a different true church, right? But everybody else is influenced, if not under the direct power of Satan.
And one of the first things they do is create distrust amongst friends and family. So they say,
do not think I have come to bring peace to the earth. I have not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to set a man against his father, and a daughter against his mother, and a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a person's enemies will be those of his own household. This is Jesus basically describing the World Mission Society Church. The cult that I think Mike Winger wants to warn everybody about. And yet, Jesus sure sounds like them.
The amount of control that exists in that regard is pretty extreme, and it's definitely beyond something that we see in a biblical sense. I could say, as someone...
Something beyond the biblical sense that we see in the Bible? The Bible basically, the New Testament comes out and says, be slaves for Christ. Yes, Master. Anything you say, Master. The Bible says, take captive every thought and make it obedient to Christ. This guy, PineCreek, on YouTube, he says some things that make sense to me, but no, take that thought captive and you stuff it down there. You don't listen to that thought. The cognitive dissonance, those doubts, no, you stuff it down. No, not going to listen to it. If anything, I'm going to take that doubt and I'm just going to become even closer to the World Mission Society. I mean, to evangelical Christianity.
Those who don't know, they're a doomsday cult. They that's my understanding of them. I would consider them that, where it's like the end times are for sure coming so quick. In fact,
did you hear what he just said? Mike Winger said that the Mother Church of God cult, the World Mission Society cult, is a doomsday cult that's apocalyptic, that the end is coming soon. Who does this remind you of in the New Testament? Do I have to spell this out to you? Jesus.
Prepared for retirement, being ready for like a future career, long-term plans. It's just evangelize for this organization to get more people into it. And that's pretty much the whole goal, except the organization is a fraud. And so...
Don't you have the same goal, Mike? Make disciples. The Great Commission. You're commanded the same goal. By who? Jesus.
Genuine compassion and welcoming versus like manipulative, like what you call love bombing.
Yeah, be an example for Christ. Christ, it was the epitome of love bombing. I mean, how can you love bomb more than giving your life for someone, right, Mike? Now, that is not just a love bomb. That's a love nuclear bomb. Oh, that's good. I like that.
So what's trippy to me is how many of those elements, and I'm sure you're aware of this, is how many of those elements do have a similarity to Christian teachings.
Oh, yes. He does get it. He does see it.